Hey howdy hey, how is everybody doing, and welcome back to Disney Daily. In the beloved tale of the Pixar film Coco, we get to share the love of music with Miguel, celebrate Dia de los Muertos, and have a good crying session when we see Hector singing Remember Me to baby Coco. This movie was truly beautiful and touched our hearts, but with every Pixar film, there seems to be so many follow-up questions that we are left with. One of those questions being, why did Coco not put up her Papa Hector's photo on the ofrenda? Well, the answer, as it turns out, isn't so simple, and we explore that in today's video. I got part of the answer from the book titled A Story About Music, Shoes, and Family by Diana Lopez. In the book, it dives deeper into Coco's love for music and specifically dancing to music. Now, since Coco lived underneath Mama Imilda's house, Coco had to take her shoes and dance in secret at Mariachi Plaza, just like Miguel. In the novel, it reveals that Coco is asked by Mama Imilda to stop this crazy love for music, and she does for a period of time. It isn't until Coco is older, around her 10th wedding anniversary, that she goes into the attic and retrieves her tap shoes and dances once again. So what was the real reason for her to stop permanently, and what does that have to do with her Papa Hector? Well, in chapter 13, we find out that Coco would injure herself while dancing, and it was ultimately the worry in her daughter's eyes that changed Coco. She made a vow to herself never to dance again. Although she loved music, she loved her family more. Since she could no longer talk about music, that meant she could no longer talk about her Papa either. So as a result, her Papa Hector is never put on the ofrenda, but it was never that she didn't love her Papa. It was simply to protect her family and do what she thought was right. But to me, the explanation couldn't stop there. In addition to Coco not having great memory in her old age, I also thought there could be a connection and an explanation found in another Pixar film. Now, if you believe like I do in the Pixar theory, then this next part will make a lot of sense to you. In the movie Inside Out, we learn about not just memories, but core memories. We also learn that memories that are no longer being used start to fade and are sent to the dump in the mind. However, once in the dump, they don't fade instantaneously. It takes time. I believe that Mama Coco had this same memory system just like Riley did. I think Coco may have had Hector as a core memory, and if in fact she did, it was quickly replaced or removed by her emotions in order to prioritize other memories and maintain some type of happiness, which is why it was harder for her to remember him, because he was not a core memory anymore. I believe that Hector's existence was always still there in her memory bank. However, it was very old and ended up being stored in long-term memory that eventually made its way to the lower shelves and started to fade, like we see happen in Inside Out. Additionally, as she grew older, naturally her memory wasn't as sharp as it used to be, and her ability to remember him became harder and harder. And this helps to better explain those moments when Coco could not recall Hector until someone in the family brought him up. For example, when Ana Ophelia explains Coco's Papa to Miguel, Coco hears the word Papa and lights up. It's as if her daughter was able to jog her memory. This later appears again at the end of the movie when Miguel sings to Coco and she pulls out all the letters from her father and his photo that she kept over the years. So to sum up why Coco never put up her father's photo, I believe it was a combination of putting music behind her after realizing the harm she could potentially cause her daughters. And since she wasn't able to talk about music or her father, eventually her core memory of him was replaced completely, leading to her ability to still recall him, but it becoming harder and harder to do so. My question for you all today is, who is your favorite character from Coco? And just to let you all know, I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I decided to start a channel all about Lord of the Rings. It is called One Channel to Rule Them All. Please check it out. You can find it under the channel tab on my Disney Daily main page. And as always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.